Well, did I tell you that my dog went wildly viral yet? Check this out. Lyle, you're accused of eating two eggs. Yes. How do you plead? How do you plead? Hey, come here. Come here. What happened? You just got hungry? You got too hungry? All right. All right. All right. I'll forgive you. I know. That was my dog in the news today. 47,000 views later. Can you believe it? Unbelievable. This online thing is wild. You know, sometimes you post something and you expect a lot and get nothing. And sometimes you get a football stadium full of people watching your dog steal your breakfast. Literally. Anyway, let's get on with the show. Glad you're here. Grab a drink. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. And we'll just have a drink and share 5 of the top stories in the news on the weekend edition of the top 5 news coming up right now.
So many people say you're the smartest person in the world. Well, yes, I watched the top 5 news show.
Did you know 7 major corporations own over half of the top newspapers?
No. What do you recommend?
I like the top 5 news.
How do I find it?
I just go to Joe Palaio's page at 5 p.m. Eastern.
So many people say you're the smartest person in the world. Well, yes, I watched the top 5 news show.
A new way to do news, focusing on useful news, and no news that gives you the blues.
It has to be true. I saw it on the news.
Got no job, no car, and you don't even watch the top 5 news.
News bubble? Everyone's trapped in their own news bubble.
Welcome to Top 5 News, 5 stories in 5 minutes.
Hey everyone, thanks for coming. Joe Palaio here with the Top 5 News Show, 5 stories in 5 minutes. We give you all the news you can use and nothing that would leave you confused or feeling the blues. It's just 5 stories in 5 minutes that you can use. And so if your career is already in a high gear, or if you're just sitting in your cubicle box checking your stocks, wait to say game over the work game, we'd like to suggest a news show with a very practical name. And once you watch it, one show from beginning to end, you'll never be the same. At least your news world will never be the same. Have a bountiful beverage. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and let's get on with the story. Story 1 tonight, the SNAP enrollment drops in food assistance are dropping faster than anyone expected. Surely good news after the $40 trillion debt announcement yesterday. But, you know, a million here, a billion there, a trillion here, it all adds up. And new USDA data shows more than 5.3 fewer Americans are receiving SNAP benefits compared with this time last year. And the new work requirements require that people that are 64 years and younger and parents with that people have to work that are of work age and 80 hours a month worth of work or work training. Yeah, we're going to do a lot of AI training, aren't we? Work training is required, and the Congressional Budget Office thought the decline would take a decade, but it's happening years ahead of schedule. And advocates are warning eligible families to get the paperwork in because they are facing new state and federal penalties for payment errors and mistakes on the paperwork. And yeah, hopefully getting our house in some small measure of order. Story number 2 tonight: the Timberwolves, $4.5 billion sale, a landmark deal in the professional basketball arena. Alex Lohr agreed to sell his stake in the Minnesota Timberwolves, and we got the there we go. Now I can see you and see the screen. So they Timberwolves, $4.5 billion valuation. The transaction ends. Okay. Sorry, one of my tech tools isn't working, but that's okay. The transaction ends years of tension with majority owner Glenn Taylor over equity and control, and at that price, 4.5 billion, one of the highest prices on record, following on the Los Angeles Lakers sale, also of this week, or at least earlier this month. Okay, excuse me. Story number 3: Jannik Sinner withdrew from the U.S. Open. He's it's a major shakeup in tennis because he's the big, the Wimbledon reigning champion. He's withdrawn from the tournament. Persistent right knee injury. He tested the knee and he decided he couldn't compete, so he's dropped out. But opens up a men's possibilities for Carlos Alcaraz, Alexander Zverev, and Novak Djokovic, and a number of other contenders. Story number 4 today: Alex Jones, reduced verdict, legal update. And we're still fact checking, but apparently the Texas Appeals Court has reduced the $50 million judgment against Alex Jones over the Sandy Hook statements down to just a few million to comply with the state damage caps. He was previously ordered to pay $50 million, which is basically you're out of business till the end of time charge. But a few million, maybe you could make a few million and recover. This is separate from his $1.25 billion judgment against by the state of Connecticut. That verdict remains fully intact and is not affected by the Texas ruling, but brings you up to date on at least the one state. And story number 5 tonight: alfalfa sprouts, E. coli contamination, 15 states, 55 people falling ill. Can you imagine if day of days today, the first day of the rest of your life, you decided that you're going to make today the day you start eating healthy, right? And then you went to Whole Foods or whatever local health store you could go to, and you bought a bunch of alfalfa sprouts because you read and you knew those were good for you. It's not really the knowing, right? We know what's good for us, right? It's them green leafy vegetables, yeah, all that stuff. But imagine today was the day you decided, I'm going to start eating right, and you went and you stocked up on alfalfa sprouts. I'm sorry, it's not funny, but actually people hospitalized, no deaths, mercifully, from the alfalfa sprout attack, at least not in America or any of the English-speaking countries to our knowledge. But we'll keep you abreast of this. But if you have alfalfa sprouts, maybe just, steer clear of those. If you see them on the grocery and you think to yourself like you usually do, yeah, I'm going to buy a whole bunch of alfalfa sprouts to, for snacking this week, because I know a lot of my viewers eat a lot of alfalfa sprouts. Yeah, steer totally clear of those. That's not going to happen. Anyway, you saw my dog was, this was kind of funny. I'll share this since you stuck around for, it's kind of a boring news day, truthfully. I was talking to a friend of mine who works Wall Street. I said, what's going on so quiet out there? I mean, Bitcoin's up to 77,000. So the crypto's moving, but everything else everything seems so quiet. He goes, well, it's a work day. I asked him, is the market closed? I was so confused. He goes, no, market's open. He goes, but, it's an August Friday, Joe. So I guess that explains it. All the big shots are on vacation. So where were we? X money is in the news. Did I mention that? Hey, I want to show you this. I got my, so stop making me verify who I am. Well, maybe I didn't get it. It was a mystery. Gosh, I had my X card I was going to show you because it's so cool looking. All right. Remind me on Monday. I'm going to show you my X card. It's a credit card. Got it just as a gift out of, it just showed up in my account. You know how you keep your customers happy? You give them a lagniappe. You know what a lagniappe is? It's like a French word. It's the kind of the equivalent of the unexpected gift from a returning relative, but in the business sense, it's something that you give to your customers every year, every periodically, that they're not expecting it. It just shows up and you just go, wow, you know what? That's a pretty cool client that we got that takes care of us. Small potatoes, but it's all good. It was a good, I'm weird like that. I like making money when I sleep. When I wake up and I see there's money in my account, I like that. You like that? Hopefully you get your X money. Mike and everybody else out there, thank you all for watching the show. We are really excited about the days ahead. We have some new animations. We've got some new AI films coming out, mini films. And purchased a couple of new computers and a laptop, and none really helped at all. But I met a good IT guy, and he's very helpful. So that's working. Things are working. Things are really moving along good. And as the good book says, in all you're getting, get wisdom. So I hope this show provided you this week 25 pieces of data points of news that you can use, and it's helpful for you in your career. And I feel like there was something else I was supposed to tell you, but come back on Monday, okay, and we'll share it. My dog, thanks. My dog went like supernova viral for me. One of my top most viral posts of all time. And I'll just tell you the story, what happened. So you don't have to watch the video, but it's kind of a cool video because my dog's a good actor. I don't know, he's fun. So you go to my profile, you see the video, but he stole the breakfast. Okay. But yeah, I came out of my bedroom and my wife yelled down, she's upstairs, hey, your breakfast is there. And your eggs and your coffee. And I look and I see the coffee, right, but no eggs. So I called up her, where? She said, it's right there. You know how they do. And she goes, yeah, it's right there. Do all women talk like that? Yeah, she reiterated, your eggs are right there on the counter. And on the table, I mean. So I look and there's no eggs. And then I see out of the corner of my eye, I see my dog. And he's got this kind of like Sherlock Holmes look on his face. And I use that emoji. And he's looking at me like he's going to help me solve the case, licking his lips. And so anyway, long story short, my dog ate my breakfast. And, sometimes in life you have things that you think are bad news, like technical difficulties or whatever. No, it's just God working in mysterious ways. So that led me to post this thing about my dog that got 47,500 views. Can you even believe that? It's like Think about last time you were in a big football stadium and it was pretty sold out. You know, not like Super Bowl. That's 100,000, but a normal Super Bowl, a normal football stadium, 50,000 people if it's packed, right? That's how many people saw my dog go. He 40x'd me. My top news show was 1,200 views last week. I called 1,000, and he had 47,000 views. That's my dog. Proud of my dog. Hey, it's Friday. Y'all have a good weekend. See you back here Monday on the top 5 news with 5 new stories. Good night, everyone.